Hey, let me do a check-in with Constellation of Vital Phenomenon, which I've been semi-belly aching about. This is the novel, the 2000 and... Try and keep all this stuff straight in my head. The 2013 novel by Anthony Mera, which comes quite highly recommended. And I mean, it's well written and complex and has equal kind of sad, horrific stuff and comedy, but it's not comedy, humorous stuff. Stuff that you'll laugh about or smile about, at least, for me. But it also is not catching me so far, and I'm just coming up on page 200 of it, and it's not like it's just I don't know. It's just getting through it. What are we at the moment? We're with a lot of stuff with Natasha, who is the pretty sister to Sonia, the doctor's kind of grim gruff doctor, who gives Ahmed a hard time because, well, I mean, he's kind of useless, and the little girl as well, who she's sort of refusing to open up to, though she is taking care of her, and I mean is taking care of a shit ton of people, so it's probably in the major throes of a lot of PTSD. And we're getting a lot of stuff about Natasha surviving, and it's like she wants to get out, and basically the only way to get out is to become a prostitute, an au pair, which is basically you're going to be entertaining, you're going to be alluring, but you're going to be an au pair, which is probably the cover story that you give someone that you're sex trafficking. So, it is a tough, realistic world. Yeah, yeah. I think maybe this is just more of an update to say okay to myself. I'm gonna try and read like an hour a day of this, and see where I'm at. If I get an hour a day in, maybe I can get somewhat closer to the end, and then just get to the end and just kind of go like, why did this never touch me? If it didn't, I mean, though the thing is, I've gotten this far into it and it just hasn't grabbed me. It's probably not going to grab me, but I feel like it's good enough that I should probably just read it and go from there. Then I can just kind of securely put it down, and just put it down, because I know if I stop halfway, I'm just going to be thinking about it and like regretting it. And people I respect have read it and loved it, and I'm not in that camp. Not that it's bad. It's not a bad book. It's a good book. Just not a book that's catching me. I don't know if it's jumping back and forth in time. I don't know if it's the whole war-torn thing that a part of me can't make that imaginative leap, or maybe just want to be in this kind of very all too real world. While Anthony Mera is doing a good job of doing, I do wonder about his female characters sometimes, like how convincing I find Sonia and Natasha. So in some ways, I think I find kind of more the doofusy character of Ahmed, this guy who was the pride of his village, who then got me made to become a doctor, but kind of graduated like, the force from the bottom in his class, who was way more interested in taking art classes than he was being a doctor, and basically just did it because, like, well, this is my village. My village is holding on to this, but nobody wants to take their sick people to him. He's just scraping by, sort of taking care of his wife, who probably also needs better care than he can give her, because he can't give her very good care. And we've got this whole thing with Hava, the child, which we've just totally dropped. We've lost Hava in the midst of this. We're much more into the sisters, Natasha and Sonia, at this point in the novel, and I don't know if I find them convincing. Yeah, maybe that's a part of it. I just don't find them like I'm getting into them at that much. I don't know. I will continue reading and gather data, and if I have anything I can kind of make notes on along the way, I'll try and do that, because I'm going to probably need to... The length of time it's taken me to read this, I'm probably going to have to go back and check these video notes and see where I'm at. Alright, I will leave it there. Time for lunch. More videos later.